Let me see. There's a $5,000 line that says JMMI salary. Do you see that?
Where's that? One more time.
July 31st
Okay,
on
yeah, I see
page
that.
2. JMMI salary, $5,000.
Right.
August 15th.
Okay, I've got to place the same objection on the record that Mr. Jenkins placed earlier. This is clearly your client is in part conducting this deposition, and this is not appropriate.
He's directing me, I'm going to give you an explanation. He's directing me to the microprint that is very difficult to read of the documents that you gave me
whispering
well
the
after.
questions in your ear, and you're asking the questions.
No, that's not accurate. He's showing me what line.
I can hear him.
I'll place the same objection.
That's
He's directing the deposition. He's directing the questions. He's conducting the inquiry. That's your job.
August 15th, 2013. The line says Joshua Media Ministry, same thing, DES. I don't know what that means. Payroll, David Taylor, and it's another $5,000. Just circle it. Just circle it, and I'll go through it. $5,000 for payroll.
Okay.
Now, would you acknowledge that's a payroll payment to you?
Yeah, but some of this, the way they have this factored in here is I get housing allowance under the ministerial thing.
Under the ministerial thing. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you have to study like church law, tax law, that kind of stuff. But the thing is, at one time, they were just giving me the total payroll check of $5,000, I think, every semi-weekly, and I was paying out of that my, all the expenses.
So you acknowledge dollars in salary checks, it looks like twice a month. Is that yes?
Yes.
And as your compensation for Joshua Media Ministries, is that accurate?
Yes.
And yet in that same year, your W-2 shows, what was it, $27,000?
Yes.
Do you see a discrepancy between?
No.
Objection to the form of the question. He's answering the question to the best of his ability, but he's not a CPA.
I didn't finish the question.
Do you see a discrepancy? Question
I didn't
mark.
finish it. No, you interrupted me.
Okay.
I didn't finish the
Finish the
my
question
sentence.
and wait for me.
Okay.
Do you believe that the W-2 is consistent with this ledger that shows you were paid $5,000 twice a month?
Objection calls for speculation. He's not an accountant. He already testified he's not the financial person. This is the JMMI way of accounting. If you have specific questions for the financial team or the CPA, then you can contact them and schedule a deposition. He's answering to the best of his ability.
Okay, he can still answer the question. This is your personal ledger. Is that right, sir?
Yeah, but I'm not.
No,
I'm not
sir.
the
I'm
one
just
who does
asking
it.
you.
Yeah.
Is it your personal ledger?
It is.
Reflecting your finances?
Yes.
That you provided pursuant to the subpoena, pursuant to this deposition, and the court order?
Yes.
Okay, and you're now saying you don't, understand why it lists $5,000 twice a month?
Because I don't handle the finances.
You don't handle your own finances?
I really don't. I have people who do that for me.
So when you get a salary check, you have no idea anything about it?
I know I've set up a team that does it for me. And so some of these questions I just can't answer because of the way they have it flowing here. I can't.
So will you present Michelle Brannon for deposition so that she can answer these questions more accurately?
What do you feel?
If he's willing to produce her.
Word.
What do you feel?
If you properly subpoena her and serve her with a notice.
So you're not going to produce her voluntarily?
Oh.
That's the question. You're going to produce her voluntarily so that she can answer these questions?
We can discuss this off the record.
Could you mark this, please? What are we up to? 4? Okay. That's okay. I'm going to show you it's marked as deposition exhibit number 4, which is the 990 form from the Department of Treasury for the return of an organization exempt from income tax, which your attorney presented to me today. Can you identify that? Well,
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Can you identify
So
that
990.
as the return for JMMI?
Yes.
All right, and right there. On page 11 of this tax return, can you read line 1, please?
Yes.
You want this?
100.
No, read what it says across the whole line.
Oh, David E. Taylor, CEO.
Okay, and then what's the next?
$40, right? Or 40, yeah, $40.
That's, okay, read what's above it and then what?
Oh, okay. All right. Average hours per week. List any hours for related organizations below dotted line.
And what does it say below that?
40 hours or 40.
Okay, representing or referring to 40 hours?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, and what's the next block?
Position, do not check more than one box unless person is both an officer and a director trustee.
And what's listed below that?
Individual trustee or director, officer, key employee.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
What I want you to do is to indicate where it's marked by an X as being applicable to you.
Okay. Yeah, so X in individual trustee or director, key employee, and highest compensated employee.
Okay, and then under subdivision D, tell me what that says and what's reported for you.
Reportable compensation for the organization, $916.
So JMMI Ministries reported your income on their tax return as $119,000.
You know, I can't answer accurately about this, but I do know that all of this is not just personal income. It's allowances that go to other things. So they were at first giving me money, but we were paying all what the ministry was supposed to pay under that code of ministry standards. So I think our CPAs taught them a more accurate way to do it. And so I think there was some kind of change. So I don't know. I can't accurately speak, but I think you would need to talk to my financial board because all of this is accurately written down. So
I thought you just said that there were changes and it doesn't really reflect it.
no, there were changes, but I can't tell you all those things. So it would be better for you to try to, better just
Well,
get that.
you're the CEO of the ministry.
Yes, I am.
Who signs the tax return?
Well, the tax returns.
Right,
What tax returns?
that tax return. Who signs it? You sign it as CEO?
I think that I do. I'm not quite sure about all of that.
You don't know if you sign a tax return?
No, the only tax return I know I sign is my personal.
So who would sign the JMMI tax return?
I mean, obviously it would probably be the board member or myself, but I can't remember doing it. I think that someone on the board does it.
Who would
Because
that
the
be?
board, well, I don't know. I can't tell you we have more than one board person.
All right, so you're saying that you don't think that one's accurate then because it reports 119,000 and that you think they redid it?
I didn't say it was not accurate. I just said I can't give you accurate information, and instead of in front of this deposition trying to explain something I don't know, I'd rather to just let you know I don't know because I have other people doing this for me. So the way they may be doing this may be, it's all legitimate, but the way they have it set up is the way they are doing it the best of their ability. So
it's not clear if these are the tax returns that were actually submitted based on his testimony. So I need to be able to ask him if these tax returns were, who they were signed by, and if they were actually submitted, because his testimony would seem to be that some of this was corrected and none of it are signed, and he can't tell me who signed it. So I have no idea if it's the tax return or a draft.
yeah.
So can we get a tax return that he will be able to state under oath is the tax return that was filed?
He or somebody in his organization, yes.
Okay, so I'll be able to get, well, I'm sure he can, as the CEO.
Again, it's the deposition where you ask the deponent questions. If you want to have discussions about...
No, I'm asking you on the
Going
record,
forward.
because the documents that you presented,
I'm not going to commit to anything on the record.
Austria! Well then, good day, mate. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
and the problem is his testimony is indicating that he can't substantiate.
It was
I'm going to finish my
provided by-
sentence.
it was
I am
provided
going to
by
finish
other
my
people.
sentence before you interrupt.
It was provided by other people at JMMI.
But
not
that's
Pastor
fine.
David.
So I am asking him in compliance with the court order and the subpoena, and you as his attorney, will you provide me with a tax return that should have been provided today that he can attest is the actual one that was submitted? Can you do that?
And I'm telling you, we will provide you with a document. This is probably the one that was, most likely the one that was filed.
Well,
He doesn't have personal knowledge of it.
Well, he can
All
get
that
it.
means is that you have the wrong deponent.
No, it does not, because he was asked as CEO of JMMI to produce these documents pursuant to court order. And the court order says he is to bring them. And he can't tell me that he brought the right stuff. So I'm asking you, are you going to give me the right information?
Okay. We'll have this discussion off the record.
No, I want to have it now. I want to know. I don't want to have to file
I'm
a
not your
motion
deponent.
and have you.
We'll have this discussion off the record.
You're his attorney. Are you going to provide me what was supposed to be provided pursuant to the subpoena? Yes or
You
no?
want
It's
to
real
continue
simple.
asking the deponent questions, or are you going to ask me questions?
Yeah, I want an answer to that one. Are you saying you won't tell me?
I'm telling
Is
you.
that
we
just
can
yes or
dis-
no? Are
we
you
can
telling me you're
discuss
not gonna
off
do
the
it?
record. No, I didn't say that.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go there. Excuse me, my throat's giving out. Yeah, the exhibits I need back.
Okay.
That's my.
Oh, this. Okay.
This way. I think that's ours if I wrote on it. Can I see?
No,
No,
that's
that's mine.
yours.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, this is yours here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it has to do.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to another episode of JMMI KOGC Apostle David E. Taylor Exposed. I will be your host, Alex Jovanovich. And tonight, everybody, what we're going to talk about is the Godfather of Gooch Grease, which is David E. Taylor here that we see in this deposition. And we didn't find out until later about David's little shitty maxi pad habit, all right? Now, David, you probably think I dwell on this a lot, but you know what? It really is a dive into your psychological profile, okay? Because normally, men don't wear maxi pads, okay? Typically, men will wipe their ass after they take a shit, okay? With you, for some reason, you figured it would be productive or quicker or an easy way out to just put some maxi pads in your underwear after you take a shit. And now what you do with all this is listening to Cliff's interview. I was listening back to some of Cliff's interviews today. And it really is what you do, David, to break people down is you leave your shitty shit around for people to pick up after you. Because like Cliff said, you are too weak and pathetic to do anything to anybody. You're a passive-aggressive narcissist. You're a passive-aggressive sociopath. And that is your way of punishing people. It is. It's fucking disgusting, David. Wipe your fucking ass, bro. And Michelle, honestly, yeah. Michelle, honestly, how do you get into bed with that slob, knowing that he doesn't wipe his ass? I mean, Michelle, this is, honestly, Michelle, this is for you too. You going out there just fucking stroking David like he's the man. And here, what's really good about this is Cliff even told us that it's a part of his day. Like he's not leaving the house without him, right? It's like, for him, it's like maxi pads, don't leave home without it, right? How they have the, what was it, fucking, hey, American Express, don't leave home without it. Well, David's same thing, don't leave home without him, all right? That's a part of David's day, is to bag up and pack a bag of maxi pads because he's too much of a filthy pig to wipe his ass every time he takes a shit. Instead, he'll put maxi pads in. I mean, David, honestly, if anybody knows David or knows where he picked up that habit, please call in. I'm very curious because honestly, it's a data point. If you want to get real, that's why I'm so curious about it. It's a data point for me anyways, because I'm trying to put together a profile for this guy. Hey, St. Paris, how you doing, man? Good to have you.
I tell you that it's so important.
Power of God. Him wearing a pad is like us wearing deodorant. Yeah, it's like it's David. It's really out of the ordinary for you to do that. You do realize that, right? It's not a normal thing for you, David. It's not normal for men to wear fucking maxi pads. I mean, honestly, man, I'm still trying to figure out at what point you picked up or developed that habit. Honestly, because that's really unique in your life, David. Either it's like at some point, maybe you learned it in high school. I don't know. I mean, Michelle, will you come out and tell us? I don't think she would. Right, Kid Frost? Exactly. And no, but you know what, Kid Frost? I know from some of these survivors, David doesn't like people walking behind him. It's taboo, basically, to walk behind David. And the people that have walked behind him that have contacted me said, yeah, it's weird. You could hear something in there. It sounds like a diaper moving around. Parbs? Yep. I don't even need people to tell me. I just know because of how fucking just slobby he is. He's a pig. He's a disgusting pig. No, I've heard some dirty, dirty shit about this guy, man. I've heard some really nasty shit about David when it comes to women, dude, at other churches, shit he's been doing around the fucking country with other women. Not just within his own cult, but other churches, you guys. Oh, bullshit. Other pastors have called me, said, dude, what's going on with this guy? And I start filling them in, and they're like, dude, this is what he did at my church. I had one pastor call me and said, dude, this guy was calling me the N-word, and I'm black. Oh, dude, this guy called me up, starts dropping N-bombs on me, and I'm black, bro. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, David, that you call your own race the N-word. That's David. Talk about racism? Talk about racist, David? And you know what? I believe these pastors that tell me this shit because I know you're a filthy slob. Cliff proved it for us this night. Welcome to the Maxi Pad Prophecy, everybody. It's that bad.
And David is a slob too. He's a slob too. He nasty like that too. But the only reason why people would say he's a man of excellence and he's clean and all that is because he got everybody else cleaning. But if it came down to David cleaning, it'd be a pig pen.
Really? So David probably don't even know how to wash his own asshole.
No, he don't. No, he don't. You know, that's why he has maxi pads, because he puts them in his underwear because he don't wipe.
No way.
That ain't no, man, I'm trying to tell you. That's no lie. That's no lie.
No way, dude. Are you serious,
True story.
Bro?
True story.
He puts maxi pads. Hold on. David puts maxi pads in his fucking underwear because he don't wipe his own ass.
That's exactly what he does. That's exactly what he does. And I remember one of the women who he was involved with some years ago. She had
Sorry, I'm reading the chat, dude. Everybody's like, ew. Everybody's like, what the fuck? No, it's nasty,
he's nasty.
dude.
He's nasty like that. Yeah, one of the women that he was involved with.
Can he physically not wipe his ass, or is he just not do it because he's a dirty fuck?
I think he just dirty like that, man. I think he's just dirty like that. Because I mean, you 50, 51 years old. Why you not wiping your butt, man? You know what I'm saying? What sense to that? A woman a woman he was involved with had came to the house, right? And you know how women do, they snoop around your things or whatever. And she's snooping around and she said, she came to me and said, I knew David was cheating on me. I see pads under his sink. and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, he wearing these pads just like you, man. You know, he nasty like that, bro. And
got some Debo undies going on.
That's exactly. That's exactly what he got going on, man.
That's exactly what fucking went through my head right now when you told me that. I figured that was it, man. That was it. That was the night that Cliff dropped the Dookie Deacon prophecy on us, man. That was it. Yeah, then it makes me wonder if David taught his son to put maxi pads up his ass, not wipe his ass. I really do. I wonder if David's son is also taught the behavior. David's all, now, son, this is what you have to do. When you take a shit, you don't need to wipe your ass. All you do is just shove a maxi pad in your underwear and you're good to go, okay? You're good to go. You don't even need to wipe back there, son. It's really nice. You just put the maxi pad in there and it catches everything. And he's like, yeah, me and my fucking douche coat. It is. Look at him. Look at him, Josh. You are, bro. You are. I hope you wipe your ass, Josh. I hope you aren't like your old man where you fucking wear maxi pads. But again, the apple doesn't fall far from a tree, right? So it's most likely possible that David has also taught his son that behavior. The Godfather of Gooch Grease. David. Honestly, I would love for one of David's little followers to call in. One of his little cult members. Any survivor out there that's been with this cult and you need help out, we're here to help you guys, okay? On the real side. We're not here to, like, take you away from God or anything like that, man. Quite the opposite. We know these two are doing some shady, shady shit. And the fact that they have you all tied up in it, it's really, really sad. It's really sad. And the fact that, okay, and you know what? Because you want to know how there's shady shit going on inside this cult? You want to know how there's shady shit that's going on inside this what's supposed to be a church? I'll show you. Just listen. Just listen. You won't need much.
Destroy. Wasn't it phenomenal tonight, Michelle?
Absolutely. It was Apostle. I love his boldness, his fire, his tenacity. And he's just an incredible man of God.
That is so true, because you have actually seen such amazing marvels that apostles walked in. Even having the honor to travel place is so important for people here. Definitely just, share with the people, how God connected you and what it's been like for you to be here in the ministry with Apostle and even a student at the campus for the harvest.
Okay, before I do anything, though, I have to honor the man of God because, without him, I wouldn't be here.
Okay, here they are honoring David, all right? Let's be clear about that. Oh, I'm honoring the man of God. They don't give honor to God.
So I owe Apostle everything. He brings me and has brought me into a closer relationship with the Father, with Jesus. And so I absolutely must honor the man of God. And happy birthday, Apostle. Yay, it's your birthday. I'm so excited to be able to celebrate with Apostle, as you all get to celebrate with Apostle. So I'm excited. But
oh, we all get to celebrate with the walrus. Cuckoo, everybody.
And been a part of the ministry for several years. It's the greatest place on earth. There's no place like it. There's absolutely no place on earth to where, you know, that's greater than where we're at right now, what we're doing with Apostle Taylor. It doesn't get any better than this. This is the greatest place on earth.
It is, without any exaggeration, literally the greatest place on earth. It is God's kingdom. You know, Michelle, I was just remembering the time we were talking about this earlier when, you know, Apostle was in Korea, and we saw him literally stop time, and it was the most amazing thing I've ever experienced. But we have seen Apostle walk in glory powers and that have just shocked us, and also whole regions transformed. I know you were in Korea when Apostle declared that even that whole country would experience unification, the demonic king would be broken. I mean, we have just seen some amazing things, and I know, Michelle, there's so many out there that have they want that experience, and even your son now being a part of the ministry full time. If you could just share some of the things you've seen with Apostle traveling, I know the people want to hear it.
Absolutely. You know, there's just been so many things, and anybody who comes to get join, you're going to be able to travel with Apostle all around the world. You know, who would have thought, 14 years ago that I would be able to travel to all the places that I have, the different places, that Apostle has just ministered in, and it's just been absolutely surreal. I mean, I've seen so many amazing things Apostle walking in is incredible. But even above the marvelic that Apostle walks in, I've seen his incredible love for God's people everywhere. His love astounds me wherever we go. And it's just so beautiful because he has such a love for people. But, I've seen when Apostle comes into town, I've seen, absolutely, you can feel the complete atmosphere change, and the whole staff, we've all experienced this where we wouldn't even know Apostle was, coming or has arrived, but you could feel the atmosphere change. And then we would be like, we would later find out that Apostle's entered into that atmosphere. He changes atmosphere. I mean, we've all been in his crusades where we've been transformed to heaven, where he's taken us all to heaven, where we've had those experiences, and he's introduced us into such a glorious opportunity and realm and atmosphere of being able to know who Jesus is and who the Father is, and it's just amazing. It's incredible. And so, I've just seen so many different things with Apostle. I've seen him operate in supernatural strength, stopping time. I've had multiple in his, just how God is using him, and it's just incredible.
He's been invisible, okay? Everybody,
there's an open
X-Men powers,
and that is I think the greatest thing about Apostle's training here. He literally brings you to the face of Jesus.
Yes.
Brings you to the face of the Father. He brings you to Jesus. He said, I want you to have this face-to-face relationship that I've had with the Lord, and all the glory powers come out of that.
Yes.
It's so beautiful. And Michelle, now your son is here. He's serving in the ministry full time. I know there's a lot of even mothers out there and parents, that they want the best for the children. And I think they need to hear about what it's like to bring in their family into the movement, into the ministry, and what you've even seen your son, the transformation in him as well. I've seen his transformation. You brought him here as a young child, and now he's here preaching the gospel and serving.
So she brings him there as a young child. All right, listen, this is real important here. She brings him there as a young child. Listen to what the fuck this bitch is about to say.
And it's amazing that God is called whole.
Absolutely. Everybody. And what I love about it is that Apostle wants anybody and everybody to come and be a part. It doesn't matter your age, as long as you're over the age of 18.
Right fucking there. If anybody out there is ever thinking about joining this place, why the fuck would a church say, hey, you can only join if you're 18? Hey, we're doing some illegal shit here, but we don't want to cross the threshold of kids, okay? So because Apostle, he's not a pedophile, okay? He doesn't want to be a pedophile. So you have to be 18 or over to come to this church. What the fuck does that tell everybody here? That this is a fucking cult, man? Why the fuck would Michelle come out, this man-looking fucking Sylvester Stallone-looking whore, and say, hey, You have to be 18 to come here. Really, Michelle? Freudian slip there, bitch, or what? Honestly, Michelle. Why do you guys only want people that are 18 to come to your fucking so-called church, Michelle? Explain that. You need fucking more people for the Godfather and Gooch Grease to change his shitty fucking pads? Really, Michelle? You have to be over 18 to come here. Don't come here unless you're over 18. Yeah, a real fucking church it is. It's a fucking cult. That should tell everybody that there's illegal shit going on there and they don't want kids involved. Right fucking there. Honestly, if that's not concerning to anybody that's watching this stream or anybody that comes across this channel and is watching shit about Michelle Brennan, if that isn't fucking concerning to you, that this isn't a fucking cult, these people are claiming to be Christian, all right? But they only want people that are over 18 to come serve in their cult. Michelle, you know how bad this sounds? You know how horrible this sounds, Michelle, for you to come out and say this? I just want you to know that, Michelle, that you slipped up right here saying this. What's wrong with the Godfather Gooch Grease? Is his numbers low, Michelle? Honestly, how do you feel about all this, Michelle? All the shit that's going on right now. And I know you know, Michelle. I know you know what's going on. I know you know the IRS is involved. I know you're not in Houston. You got the fuck out of Houston, Michelle. You got out of there. You got the fuck out of there, Michelle. Why? I don't know. I don't follow politics, Daniela, because our fucking politics are corrupt, dude. Our politics are dirty, bro. Both sides. I don't give a fuck what side they're on. Dems, Republicans, uppers, downers, they're all fucking crooked, dude. It would be nice if the government started getting back involved, but
it doesn't matter is that, Apostle wants anybody and everybody to come and be a part. It doesn't matter your age, as long as you're over the age of 18.
You have to be over the age of 18, everybody, okay? You have to be an adult. I mean, David, Michelle, once again, we're here because of you guys. Because of the deposition. Because you guys thought you were fucking smarter than everybody. And you're not, Michelle. Yeah, Daniela, thank you. Yeah, in a healthy church, people come and go. Exactly. That's right, Daniela. Exactly right. Michelle still is Michelle is the main slut, actually. Let's be clear about that. All right, Michelle Brennan is the main slut in David's cult. You got David, then Michelle, okay? Michelle's number 2. Joseph, Tony, Ashley, Steve, Kathleen, his son Josh, Angel Jones, and Susan are all kind of key players in all this. The rest are just little fucking cult bitches, cult bots that will do David's bidding. Michelle's number 2 in command. Put it that way. This is a mob organization. Michelle's number 2. David's number 1. Michelle's number 2. When you look at this organization observation station, look at it as a functioning mob organization, like a mafia-style organization, for real. All the players are in place, trust me. They are all in place. You got all the players in place. You got all the key factors for a human trafficking operation. You got all the key factors for sex trafficking. It's all there. Yeah, Joseph, he's just a water carrier. That's all he is. Joseph's just a little bitch. That's it. Joseph's a little bitch for David. He'll do whatever David says. If David spread his butt cheeks and told David to clean his ass, he would. Joseph would. If David bent over, spread his ass cheeks, and said, Joseph, come wipe my ass, Joseph would be like, okay, Apostle, I'll wipe your ass for you. Whatever you want, Apostle. I bet Michelle would too. Michelle would too, only she would probably lick it.
Anybody else?
I'll lick you clean, and then I'll blow dry you, Apostle, okay? Now we confirmed ex-criminal joined. Exactly. That's what's good about this, is that we've confirmed that an criminal has joined that place. I know there's criminals in there still. Yeah, no, I know that for sure. We're still looking in on that guy. We're gonna find out about that guy, Raymond Malachi. Yeah, we'll find out about him. Yep, we'll find out about him. That's easy.
He wants you to come. He wants you to be a part. And what I love is that he brought, just trained, my sons from very early age.
So Michelle says you have to be over 18, but hey, my son came here at a very young age. Michelle, you see how this isn't making sense? Hey, what's up, Kenneth? How you doing, man? Oops.
Pingo.
Bingo.
Pingo. Pingo.
Yeah, David sits around reading Urban Dictionary all day. He's all
Pingo.
Pingo. He's so David, is that's where you get your slang from? Pingo.
Pingo.
Is that what you call your little cult slave, David? So what we're talking about tonight is David being the godfather of Gooch grease. And just all in all, we're just having kind of an open chat here about the things that David's been doing, especially with Michelle. Exactly. How long are they considered students for here, Michelle and David? What, 10 plus years, 12 years? Damn, it's longer than fucking even going to high school, like through all your years of school, David. 10 years, like that's going through high school and junior high school, David, and a couple lower grades too. And not getting anything. Yeah, I guess it's all cool because God doesn't mind if you like say shit to people in another language.
Pingo.
Look, Ken, and he got his little fucking electricity belt on too. He's all, I have electricity powers. I'm Lord fucking Raiden here, everybody. Okay, Lord Raiden 2.0.
A very early age. He wants you to
In his transformation, you brought him here as a young child, and
hey, Cat
now
Mom.
he's here preaching the gospel and serving, and it's amazing that God has called whole families to be a part of this.
Apostle wants anybody and everybody to come and be a part. It doesn't matter your age, as long as you're over the age of 18.
I can't get over it. Still, a lot of you guys, man, still can't get over that. Honestly, Michelle. And then you point like in this real
It
fucking
doesn't matter your age, as long as you're over the age of 18.
Like you look like an evil, sly, fucking snake, Michelle, saying this. You do realize that, right? And what are the queen of queefs, Michelle? David's the godfather of Gooch grease and you're the queen of queefs there? It's just, you know what, Ken? This just proves that they're into some shit, dude. If it's not a fucking church, if you're saying you have to be 18 or older to join, man, it's not a fucking church, man. They're doing illegal shit and they don't want to get busted. They think if they're doing shit and it's over 18, it's all cool. But no, you can't run a prostitution ring and say, oh, it's all cool because, hey, you know what? They're all over 18, everybody. No, you can't, Michelle. Yeah, David Island. It's the fucking, I'm telling you, man, they're running prostitution out of that hotel. I don't know if they are anymore, but they were. And Michelle, she got the fuck away from it. Hey, what up, William Don?
Get a job that pays more,
What's it is. It's David Island. It's a fucking trafficking operation, man. Why do they need to be over 18? Yeah, so it's not human trafficking if they're over 18, okay? Once they're over 18, hey, it's all cool, guys. Hey, no problem. We can move them over state lines. It's not a big deal, okay? Not a big deal. And you know what? Stand by. I read a really good article today, and it had to do with what we've been talking about, man. Let's take a peek here. Trinity Phi. Let me email myself this link real quick. All right, stand by. Let me get this link up. Because we talked about this, like these people, like these religious institutions having jets and stuff, like Jesse Duplantis and all these fucks like Catherine Crick and moving money overseas. Well, check this out. Remember how we were talking about how they have these planes? Well, this is a recent article written by Trinity File, okay? And this is a well-known watchdog organization that pays close attention to these fucking churches, which is great, I think. And they estimate Christian religious leaders to embezzle $86 billion in 2024, you guys. $86 billion fucking dollars. That's an estimate. That's an estimate, y'all. Written March 12th, 2024. Okay. International Bulletin of Mission Research reports that Christian religious leaders are estimate $86 billion. But what I was reading about more was, where is it? There was more about it though. Like when these guys have these planes, there it is right here. Bam, right here. Televangelists have transferred funds across international borders on private jets and failed to report transactions, resulting in bulk cash smuggling. What the fuck we're reporting Catherine Crick for? Bulk cash smuggling, because she could fucking transfer a check, a fucking money order from Tanzania or where the fuck ever. This is what these guys are doing. $86 billion, you guys. Look, individual leaders of hierarchy organized international churches with hundreds and sometimes thousands of individual churches in countries scattered around the globe also are guilty of this, Catherine Crick. Hello, everybody. What's she got? Tanzania, right? Right? Are we tracking here, everybody? We got fucking bitch Catherine in Tanzania. Got Joy Davy over there moving hundreds of millions of dollars around, you guys, out of the countries. Hey, Danielle, it's probably happening in your country, too. One such church that has been accused of this is Universal Church of the Kingdom of God of Brazil, one of the wealthiest televangelists in the world, Eder Macedo. For over a decade, the amount of embezzled by Christian leaders has far exceeded the missions giving churches. To combat this problem, churches and ministries need to become more accountable and transparent with their finances. Oh, you want to see? I'll show you. Hang on. This is Irie Dread. This is Cliff's interview, okay? You want to see where we got Debo's undies? You were away when some of this was going down, Irie. She's too redundant, Cat Mom. She's predictable. David has gone down a much bigger hole. We can always go back to Catherine. I just can't with her anymore. She's fucking insane, dude. She is so just redundant with her bullshit. It's always the same thing with her. It's like watching a shitty fucking soap opera. It is. It's boring almost. It's boring to watch her. They're juking the tax code by renting out their private jets. If they're paid off, they technically don't have to report rental income. It's stupid, yeah. Hey, what's up, Gates of Praise? How you doing tonight, man? Good to see you. Yeah, she makes me throw up. Okay, so Irie Dread. Let me go and play this because it really is. This was the night. So we were doing an interview with Cliff, and I'll put the link of the original video in here so you could watch it all the way through. Irie, it's awesome. But this is the MaxiPad prophecy that Cliff dropped on us one night. We were talking about, what's going on inside the cult, David's hygiene standards, and Cliff dropped the ultimate fucking bomb on us one night, literally. It was absolutely insane. And that's where we came up with like the Gooch Grease Chronicles, Dookie Deacon, Desitin Disciple. Was this right?
There's a slob too. He's a slob too. He nasty like that too. But the only reason why people would say he's a man of excellence and he's clean and all that is because he got everybody else cleaning. But if it came down to David cleaning, it'd be a pig pen.
Really? So David probably don't even know how to wash his own asshole.
Doubt. No, he don't. No, he don't. That's why he has maxi pads, because he puts them in his underwear because he don't wipe.
No way.
That ain't no man. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, that ain't. Yeah, that's
okay. Just to be, the Gooch is basically it's the place between like your butt and like your your private area down there. For a guy, it would be like the space between his butt and his like testicles, and then for a woman, it'd be the place between her rectum and her vagina. Yeah. So yeah, it's the gooch is that place in between. Yeah. So yeah, we call him the fecal friar, the defecating deacon, Desitin disciple. General Gooch Grease, poo poo prophet. I think the trolls are dropping in here. Yeah. So yeah, it's between the butt and the balls, basically. It's between the booty hole and it's like down there. Some people call it the taint. Some people call it the gooch. I've heard it called the chode. And there's a lot of different names for it. Taint, yeah, take your pick. Yeah, Parbs, yeah, nope, I know he does. No, let's keep that off channel. We know that. We've mentioned that already. Yes, we know that. David is pathetic in bed, yeah. His schmeckle's the size of a mushroom. Yeah, we know bigger ones. No, it's the size of a fucking small mushroom, okay? David, we know that. We know you're pathetic. And so yeah, Irie, that's what Gooch is. And then Cliff sends me this. Oh man, you want to see some funny ass shit? Oh man, hang on. There it is, right there. Hey, Irie, the Cliff sends me this one day out of the blue. Sorry,
and welcome back to the Factor Uncensored.
When
my producer sent me this topic, I had to stop my lunch. I just couldn't eat anymore. It's a male hygiene problem or issue called Gooch grease.
They actually ran a special on it on Box 26 in Houston. Hey, you know what I did? Then I sent Isaiah Factor's Cliff's interview about David wearing maxi pads.
I was like, what the hell is that? And after Googling it, I was bothered, victimized, bamboozled, led astray. It's described as a culmination of lint sees between a man's butt and balls. First of all, who are...
Yeah, it was a slow news day that day. But for David, it's not like he's not incontinent or anything. It's just he won't clean himself, man. It's like a choice for him. Yeah, watch, Ken.
These men. But the problem is so bad for some men, according to some reports, they now have to use women's maxi pads to stop the mixture from messing up their underwear. It's a mixture now. Let's get into this. Joining me to talk about it, Steph Schaffner, influencer Bevan Biggers, and media personality KG Smooth, and comedian and sports journalist Barry Laminate.
They got a whole panel for Gooch grease. What if David was sitting up there on the panel and be like, yeah, let me tell you about my little problem here. It's because actually I don't wipe my ass.
So Barry, have you... I don't know what to do. But Barry, when you walked in, you dropped this.
It's clean, though. It's clean. You did a good job today.
All right. So, Barry, have you ever heard of this before?
Look, not really. I haven't heard of it by that name, but there's some foul dudes out there. For real. You know what I mean? Dudes that, like, it's kind of disgusting. I will say this, man. As you get...
I know David's in here tuning in like, so? Right, Parbs? David's probably watching like, so? Yeah, David's the face of Gooch grease. It really was. Like, after we did the Gooch grease prophecy, Cliff's like, I got some shit this Cliff sent me. It's fucking funny.
You get older, you get bigger. See, y'all don't have to worry about this, but as you get older, you get bigger, you sweat more. It's real simple. If this is a problem for you fellas, you don't need. I feel gross touching that. Maybe just hit it with some baby powder. Just put some baby powder on there.
Baby powder, but what about all the little dingleberries that he was saying?
First
like
learn
the
how to
feces, the dried up feces?
The one that threw me was lint. What? You had a pocket near your
face.
The only countries
I know Cliff needs to be sitting up there on that panel as an eyewitness, right? I know, when if Cliff was like a panel member, be like, man, yo, I saw my cult member. He didn't wipe his ass, so he just put in maxi pads. Now he's
On your butt with just raw tissue and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing moist on your butt.
That's not it.
I
Have
think
you
it's an
heard of
American
this
problem.
show, Bevan?
On Twitter I have, and I'm like, I'm just
Who
gonna
do you
skip
follow?
this. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, so all the topics that come on the news, everything I see, all of it. But I just skipped over it because I'm like, I don't have
Would
this.
you be bothered by a guy that you date and then you realize, okay, you guys are about to have relations, and he takes his pants down, and then there is
and I see all the smudges on it.
You'll see the pad.
When I see the Gucci on his booty, yes, I will have an issue because number one, your pad is not even clean. Okay, let's get it started right there. And
David's all, that's me. Raises his hand in the back. That's me. My pad's not clean, everybody. Oh yeah, this chick right here too. She's stoned as fuck. She's higher than a fucking kite, man. This chick fucking stoned. Look at her. She's, I smoked like 3 blunts before I came on this show to talk about Gooch grease, everybody. This girl, she's fucking lit up like a goddamn fucking fire engine, man. She's like, move! We're here to talk about Gooch grease, everybody.
number one, your pad is not even clean. Okay, let's get it started right there. And why do you even need to have a pad?
Now, so,
What? Yeah.
I saw the
Nah,
pad
she
in the
smoked.
underwear.
It
Okay.
says feminine products on the box for a reason.
Well, see, that's why I
They
went
need to get some
G-string.
baby
You ain't gotta worry
wipes
about
and stop spackling their underwear at night.
Men need to be ashamed. They need to.
That chick said they need to stop spackling their underwear at night. That's what David does. He's all, I don't spackle. He's all, I fucking paint, motherfucker. He's all, let's make something clear here. This panel's wrong, okay? Because when I spackle, I come with the whole fucking paint crew and I goddamn plaster the fucking wall. I plaster my fucking pad.
Be ashamed of
I mean,
themselves
are men
if they
afraid
need
to wipe their
if they have to
booty?
do it.
Is this a homophobia thing?
No, I just don't
Who
think they
raised
do it
you?
right.
Yeah. Who raised you that you don't wipe good enough or clean down there good enough that you gotta wear
Lint?
lint? Yeah, and sweat. Now,
Lint liquor.
don't get me wrong. I'm a proud member, maybe the captain of the commando club, but because it gets hot here in Houston.
You don't wear,
But-
you don't wear underwear and jeans?
Commando Club, that means
means
no
no underwear.
drawers.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But you know, you
I gotta wear-
powder it up and you're
I gotta
good.
wear underwear in my jeans though, man. Like, come on, man. You just wear raw, like no underwear?
Well, you know what?
No.
On jeans. Yeah, I'll have on some
But yeah, put some powder down there. You don't wash it.
Oh, there's a
All right, Steph, go ahead.
There's a shortage actually for tampons and pads. I have no idea why.
Well,
but
now you do.
I swear.
I think you do.
I swear. Like every time I ever go into a Walgreens or wherever, you know, last minute, I'm like, all the shelves are bare of it. But these dudes don't need to be wearing that. I mean, literally, wipe your ass better, or go to the doctor if you've got some issue or whatever.
By the way,
There's baby
I know there's a lot of dudes that
David, that lady hit it. Hey, wipe your ass better or get a bidet.
Like
watching
Bevan
this right
said.
now that are like, what do they mean better? Front to back. It's front to back.
Don't
man.
go back to
Yeah,
front.
Don't you trust any human being that wipes from back to
Yeah,
front?
you
They
go
are not
front
to be
to back
trusted.
like an adult. Throw a little baby powder on there, not too much. You look like LeBron James coming in an NBA game. Not too much.
I think the dudes that are wearing pads, they've got to be just cuckoo for
They
Cocoa
might have a
Puffs.
loose butt.
Straight up.
Like it might just be a looser butt than normal.
That means they got to get their colon worked on at that point.
get it cleansed.
What the article I read specifically said is not because you have a looser butt.
You don't need a pad.
Like, I was like, where did this
Anything
come
for
from?
some.
David's all, I went back to front. That's what David does.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Filthy
Let's not
bastard.
make it a
But
thing.
there
though.
was a young lady who
You
actually
can see it.
who I met. She said she wanted to come on the Factor because she has dated and met so many men that leave streaks not only on her bed, but when they take off their underwear, there are like streaks in it. So yeah, I mean.
That's terrible.
That means you
She
better
said
be
so
wiping
many.
your ass better.
But she said
Are
so
you
many.
dating?
Who are
She
you
said-
dating, right?
She said so many. Like,
Michelle, ladies in the cult, who are you dating with David? This is real shit. Like they had a panel about David, basically. Probably sounds like Velcro when it's peeled off. When you peel David off the bed, it's like it's a mix between his fucking oily skin and the shit flakes on the bed. So when you peel him, it's like you just hear all the fucking shit peel off.
Fecophiliac to me.
That's
Several.
that's those Gen Zs that don't get out of the house. They don't know what to do. They're leaving streaks like a snail on people's sheets. Like,
She said several.
David's all, Snail Trail saying to everybody in the fucking house. David's all, that's the secret sauce around.
I think she might like it low key.
I don't know.
That's wild.
Not today, Satan.
I'm not gonna lie, when Malia sent me this, I was like, what? Did
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
I've said the same
Why
thing.
does she think I'm an expert on this?
I've said the same thing.
Is this an intervention?
And we cannot normalize this. This is not a thing. We cannot make this trend. We cannot normalize this.
David, you hear this? This isn't normal behavior, okay? David, this isn't for real, dude. You can't make that up, bro. Cliff says it to me one day. He's all, hey, bro, check this out. I'm not even playing around with this shit. Dude, it's the fucking... These guys had a whole fucking panel about dudes wearing maxi pads and shit and fucking Gooch grease. And that's how it all came along, man, honestly. I mean, we had the maxi pad prophecy that Cliff sends that over. I pretty much spit out my fucking meal right there. Dude, it's horrible, John. Yeah, dude. He's grumpy all the time. And then when you see him shift in that chair, it's because he's got a fucking maxi pad stuck up his ass, man. I mean, ladies of this cult, honestly, is David like your maxi pad burglar or what? Because I could see him running out of pads. And then going on like a fucking rampage at the hotel. Fucking just raiding all the women's fucking bathrooms pads. David's all, he puts on a little mask, but instead it's like a used pad and he puts little eye slits in it. Fucking puts it on his head. Oh man, then he goes around the hotel fucking creeping around at night in and out of the rooms and he fucking steals all the maxi pads out of the girls. That's fucked up, David. That's a fucked up shit, bro. That's dirty, bro. All right, let's see here.
Lord, we
That's all
Lord,
He is the pad burglar, man. Instead of the hamburger, he's a pad burglar. He is the fucking sneaking it out of the rooms. Where's the most recent one he did? Oh, here it is, right here.
that I would be a shaker. In 1996, I was.
All right, once again, you see him fucking sitting to the side here? It's because there's a maxi pad up his ass, everybody. Look how bad he
doing
looks, too.
a fast. I was doing a shut-in in a church for 2 weeks, and I went to sleep on the floor of the church.
See why he's sitting to the side? That's why he's sitting to the side, everybody, because there's a maxi pad in his drawers, man. General Gooch grease right here sitting in his own shit flakes. He's like, I got to do a shit in. And he's like, you know what? Once I'm done with my maxi pad, I'm going to use the little shit flakes and make hush puppies in the morning. Okay. He's all, it's these are the fucking, the prophet or the prophet surprise. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Look at him. Watch him shift side to side.
I didn't have a mattress in there. I just slept on the chairs. And when I was having long prayers and really going after God, I would just fall asleep on the floor at the altar or
He's
in
sitting
the room
on one
I was
butt
in,
cheek.
on the floor.
That's what he's doing. He's got to sit on one ass cheek at a time.
Crying. And when I went to sleep, immediately I was in a dream where an angel was walking up to me. This angel did not have wings, but this angel was tall.
Yeah, cat mom.
And he walked up to me and said, God sent me to tell you that he's going to use you to shake America. And that's all he said.
Look at him. He looks so bad. One of y'all said he looks close to cardiac arrest, and I think he does too, Curly Girl. He doesn't change. He probably tries to prioritize, right? He'll prioritize that shit. He'll use it for like a week or some shit. He's all, I need to ration, okay? Because all the women ran out of pads because I stole them all and I won't let them leave to get any more. Okay? So, pad burglars fucking stole all the pads out of the hotel. I mean, honestly, ladies, what do y'all think of that? What do y'all think of that? Can I get the woman's opinion on this? I mean, when we all heard the maxi pad prophecy that night, I remember, man, it couldn't have got any better. But initial thoughts on that right now. What did y'all think of that? Like, still to this day, I want to know when he started. I want to know the first time he ever installed a pad into his fucking underwear. Because that, in my opinion, is a valid data point of his mental health starting to decline. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. People think, I've had people, you're fucking weird for wanting to know when he started wearing maxi pads. Like, no, that's a fucking data point, dude. Yeah. When David gets to a hotel, he's all, hey, make sure you have a maxi pad bar set up, okay? Because I don't drink. I just need my maxi pads. But no, thing is, Ken, David's going to travel out with a diaper bag full of pads. He's probably got like a cycle calendar. Curly girl's okay, she's off. Okay, and take hers. Oh, she's on. I better save hers for later. Yeah, disgust, right? I've used women razors, but come on, pads. Yeah, I've used women's razors too. Yeah, what guy hasn't? I've used yeah. Hey, what's up, Dallas? How you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Welcome. Yeah, I've used women's razors too on my face, bro. Had to. Yep. Military. If I ran out of razors, I'd have to ask one of the girls, hey, can I have a razor? Fucking need to shave it. Here you go. Fuck, use one of mine. Happens. It happens. But yeah, David, maxi pads. That's kind of taking it to a whole new level. All right. No, it's all right, Dallas. Don't even trip, man. Don't even trip. We're just talking about they are, dude. That's the thing. When you get a woman's razor, like the shave with them is actually really decent, dude. Uncle Jake's all, I shave with my buck knife. That does look good forever, right? Exactly. And that's right. Colt, work with me here, guys. Honestly, how would it blows my mind whether that behavior was taught or learned. I mean, was it something that his parents taught him, or was it just something that David just thought was a good idea, as all of his other shitty ideas that have fallen apart? Oh, excuse me. I mean, really, David, did you think that was a good idea to like start wearing maxi pads or something? I know. Michelle's all, hey, I recommend these, Apostle, because they're wide and they don't ride, okay?
He said, and he turned around and walked away. He was sent to give me a message. And before he could vanish out of my sight in the dream, because my heart was getting discouraged, because I said, well, God has shown me I knew God had shown me dreams of all nations being in my crusades in the future. And this was in 1986. But in
You know, kid, that's what I think too. I think he's just lazy, bro. I think he was just lazy, dude. That's what I think. I think he was just lazy. Lazy or... I don't know. Lazy? Fuck. How, though? How can you be lazy to wipe your ass? You know what, Dallas? I'm with you, bro. What's truly astonishing is our government is so fucking paralyzed with fear to put people like Taylor out of business, if not in prison. Why? Because it's votes and money.
Bingo.
It's votes and money. But it's all right. David's time is coming. It's just time, man. It's time. It's patience. Trust me, if the government's gonna nail this piece of shit, they're gonna give him a lot of fucking rope. They're gonna give him a lot of fucking hammer and nails to fucking bury himself with. That's what I think. But based off his organization, the multiple tax exemptions, the multiple big locations, all the people moving around, money, it's human trafficking. Plain simple. Everything fits, Dallas. And the thing is, Dallas, I know you're new to the channel and stuff, but dude, I've sat up hours at night looking at certain human trafficking rings, how they've been busted, what were some of the things people were seeing. And I've done everything along with a lot of the other channel members to try to make it not fit. Not to make it fit, dude, but to make it not fit. To make the human, because honestly, bro, none of us wanted it to be fucking true, right? But when we found out, we're like, fuck, man. Really. Everything is in place for human trafficking. It's all there. It's all there. Which is exactly why the government won't get... The government will get involved eventually, but somebody's got to get hurt. Just use... I think he has to use the ones with wings. For sure. Yeah. Exactly. Right, kid. He thinks he's untouchable. By the way he talks, he has ripped a lot of people off and has not seen any consequences. That's exactly right. Why do you think it's like that? Anyone else do half the shit he's done, they would be in jail, under jail. Oh yeah, we would be under the fucking jail. Exactly. We would be under the jail. We wouldn't be in jail. We would be under the jail. We would be buried under the jail. You're exactly right. Yep. Once somebody gets hurt, then the game changes, right? Hey, Chuck Wood, thanks for the seed. Thank you for the seed, Chuck Wood. Appreciate you. Thank you. Apostle Krusty Crack. Oh, man. Seed. Oh, I forgot the bell. I don't like the seed bell sometimes. It's kind of loud. But, yeah, that's what they need to do with David. Now, again, for anybody that's new to the channel, over the last couple years, David has been in a series of lawsuits, one after the other, okay? And the whole time he's been shitting his maxi pad doing it, okay? So, right now, all right, just with the 2 lawsuits that David owes money in, okay? One being $350,000, okay? And the other one right now just being 109 and some change. So right now, hey, another seed. Marley's all, hey, thanks for the seed, Marley. Marley's all, hey, give me some fucking pup cups now with the goddamn whipped cream seed money, okay? He's all, because I like pup cups. He's all, when you guys ring the bell, you have to get me a pup cup, okay? That's what I'll get. That's what I'll use the seeds for, is pup cups for Marley. Marley and Marilyn, they're like, I fucking love pup cups, okay? And we like the little dog ice creams too, okay? Poopy Pants Pastor. Apostle Poopy Pants. All right. Okay, so right now, David is in for, what is it, for $459,000, you guys. Right now, David's in for $459K between, I do dogsters or pupsters. I get Frosty Paws sometimes too. Yeah, I've got Frosty Paws. Pingo Pup Cup. Miley's like, my Pingo's bigger than David's, okay? Nah, and this is a lot of money, right? $350,000, you guys, to stiff a lawyer on is not a good idea. David knows this. But again, there's still a couple more judgments with the movie prop case. That case is done and over with. We're just waiting on the final numbers, okay? We're waiting on the judge to determine, yes, this is this, this is this. David lost the case. Lost the case. So he's going to pay that case. And on top of that, he's going to pay another big case. And David, honestly, once this one hits the docket, the state docket, it's going to hit the federal not long after, okay? Let's keep that in mind with that. Oh, they could file suit after suit, man. Holy shit, Kid Frost. They can, dude, they'll bury him. Dude, this this fee, right, between the 2 cases, right? And keep in mind, Kid Frost, the movie prop rental case isn't even, all the numbers haven't been submitted yet. Only one set of numbers have been submitted. And it was $109,000 added to this $350,000, right? These are 2 separate cases. So let's just look at it as a collective. And David's all, David's like, God damn that. He's all, because you know what? What I was really trying to do was
hitting godly goals.
Exactly. So you got two cases, man. David's fighting he's fighting a multi-battle front. And I was talking with Uncle Jake about this. I don't think he's paid up his lawyers too for movie prop, the lawyers that defended him. Yep. But I don't know that. I'm going off just a gut feeling. I'm pretty sure David hasn't paid his other lawyers. He's like, but I changed my pad the other day. So the lawyers in this case, right, with this new case, David, they'll take you to court for every fucking dollar. They'll put liens on all your properties. Oh, exactly. Who is going to Kid Frost? Exactly. Who's going to want to stick up their hand and be like, yeah, fuck, I'll represent him. He just stiffed his lawyers for $350,000. Yeah, fuck, I'll represent him. No. If anybody represents David at this point, they're going to be like, okay, what's the case about? Oh, well, I stiffed some lawyers out of $350,000. Okay, well, we want fucking $500,000 up front, and then we'll go to court for you. That's what they're going to ask for. If not more, they're going to ask, David, the next lawyers you go to, they're going to ask for a retainer that's probably $500,000. You do realize that, yeah? You think they're just going to take a $5,000 retainer and you're like, fuck out of here. You better come up with fucking that price, $350 plus, maybe double, David. But I mean, if you had that money to pay, why wouldn't you just pay your lawyers? I mean, if you went to court, honestly, if you take this to court and you pay lawyers $350,000 and you don't pay yours, you're dumb as fuck, dude. But I could honestly see David doing that. I could see David fighting this case and be like, no, I'm going to pay my lawyers and I'm going to fight this case because I'm going to win. But David, I guarantee you won't win this case. Honestly, would Jesse Duplantis? Yeah, that guy's a real fucking piece of shit too. Yeah, that guy could take a long walk off a short pier for all I cared. Him and David could hold hands doing it. Yep. David E. Taylor's lawyer in Movie Prop Rentals case was handed the case when their original lawyer left the firm. Yep. No, and exactly, Curly Girl. David, you do realize that these lawyers are going to want the money up front, right? They're not going to take it in payments. They're going to be like, no, you fucking lost. You settled out of court. You owe us $350,000, and we want it right now. We represented you. Pay us for the time. And Curly Girl, think of the judge in the case that did all the work, because the judge will now be a witness, right? Imagine the judge coming back to court. Oh, Mr. Taylor, you're here again, huh? What happened? Oh, you didn't pay your lawyers $350,000. Oh, okay, Mr. Taylor. Well, guess what? I'm just going to go ahead and hold you in straight contempt right now. And until we get this figured out, I'm going to put you on a 48-hour hold. $350,000, David, is a lot of money to not pay a lawyer. What happened with that case, Ira? You want to know what happened? They settled it. They are now buying that property. They're now under a legal contract buying that property for 1.2 or 3 or something like that. I can't remember the final numbers. But they now bought that property. They're buying it. It's in the church. It's in the cult's name. It's under Kingdom of God Global Church Incorporated. They think putting it under an incorporation is going to hide them from all the money laundering and shit they've done. But David, you're fucking dumb. You think the feds and the IRS don't know about that shit? Honestly, David, that's what the mob did back in the day, David, is try to fucking pass all the assets. Hey, another seat. Seat time. Riley's up. The seat is really loud, okay? Apostle told me to give half of my savings. Yeah. You know, Chuck Wood, that's where I'm kind of at with it. Did they put collateral up for the case, maybe? I'm guessing that's what they did, is put collateral up of some kind. Be like, hey, we don't have the money, but we have collateral. Like, we have all these properties. But here's the thing, Chuck. They bought the big property in Florida after this case was settled. But hang on, you know what? Let's take a peek here. Let's do some cross-referencing here. When did Missouri courts. Let's see when the case was settled. All right. Let's take a peek here. Search for case. Case number. Okay, that's the case. Dockets and entries. Let's check when the case was settled. 7/21/2022. Okay, that's when the case was settled. When did he buy? He bought it in April 23? Let's take a peek here. When did they pay the first set of tax on it? Let's take a peek. When did they pay the first set of taxes on it? They paid first set on right here, 2022. Chuck Wood, dude, they did some shit. They lied on loan application. No, Chuck Wood, they lied on loan documents. I gotta find out when they bought this house though. April 2023. When did they buy that place? That's real important in this Crosby Capital. That's a high-end fucking loan. That's a high interest loan. When did they buy it? April 12th. What was this? 2023? 22. Okay. There we go. So April 2022. All right. That's when we see. Okay. So they pay the taxes. Look at this. Look at this. They fucking bought that house. Wait, no. When did they settle? Hang on. No. Dismissal. Okay. All right. Here we go. Right here. 1/21/2022. They bought that house after they settled. And they probably knew how much the settlement amount was and how much they owed their fucking lawyers. Telling you, they knew how much money they had to pay, and they went and bought that fucking house anyways. Oh, man, David, they're going to love this, dude. They're going to love this because you know what, David? Now we can cross-reference the dates with the case. Yeah, and Uncle Jake, remember, Crosby Capital, he pulled a $4.9 million high-end loan from fucking some money laundering shark. Stupid as fuck, man. Dude, David, that was the dumbest fucking thing you could have done ever in your life. Pull that loan from that fucking loan shark, you stupid fuck. Right here. Crosby Capital. Yeah, the mob boss. Oh, I shut down mob bosses. Mob bosses, they just fell over and died. Get the fuck out of here, David. You're so full of shit. So full of shit, David. Telling you, David, you better just walk in and pay your fucking lawyers for the money for this, David. Because these lawyers will absolutely fucking bury you. These lawyers will bury you, David. They're going to go back. They're going to look. They're going to use all this for cross-referencing. They'll use all this for cross-references. So 350 grand is what your lawyers cost to defend you on a case that you settled on. Confidential structured settlement. Okay? And in that settlement, they're now buying the property, Okay, they are now in a binded loan. They are making payments on this property every fucking month to Harold Lewis because Harold Lewis owns it. He is most likely the bank on this. All right, you can do that. My parents did it with properties. You can sell your house and be the bank if you own it. You just hold the title. You hold the deed. You set the interest rate, and it's usually at market rate is what most people will set at is market rate, and they'll be the bank. It's very possible. It's very possible Harold Lewis is the bank on this. So 350 grand, David. All right. And we can even show that annual bill. I mean, David, you had the money to pay, but instead you paid your own taxes and shit. You paid off your county taxes, which, David, you're most likely, David, a little bird flew in my shoulder this last week and told me that you guys actually are up for review on your tax exemption, that you guys might not actually get to keep this exemption, okay? No, they're empty. He's not making money on them. No, he's not making money on them. He thought he would make money on this property in Tampa. He thought he would bring his cult in there to run their shit show, but the organization's like, no, sir. No, sir. Okay, and now they got their tax exemption last year. Now, David, I know this. David, trust me. David, I'm fucking 5 steps ahead of you, okay? They got the exemption this year. They haven't paid it yet, okay? But this, I hope they lose all their fucking exemptions. I really do, because that's a step in the right direction. You take their money away from them, then they can't function. We know David's moving money around. He wouldn't need all the fucking different tax exemptions if he wasn't doing anything illegal, right? Why does he need 3 different exemptions? Oh, so I can move money around in case I get in trouble with one. I can just jump the money into another one. Oh, I lost there, but hey, all of a sudden, this fucking bank account ballooned with millions. Okay. The exemption, because look, this is a big fucking bill at the end of the year, $155,000 to pay. So that means, David, if he loses this exemption, $155,000 bill he's got to pay every year. And if the taxes go up, guess what? You got to pay more taxes, David. They go down, okay, all the same. But David, the average bill, the average tax rate on this house is about 125 grand, give or take. Let's see here. When the house was built, let's take a peek here. Okay, 139 back in 07, 145. This one was paid in installments, okay? 153, 151, 45. No, we're a little higher. Look right here. This was the lowest of taxes it ever was. These 1, 2, 3, 4 years, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So David, yeah, so you're paying a shit ton of taxes on this, David. And you want that tax exemption, David. I know you do, because it's so much money you don't have to pay. And I've always been about that. Hey, how do you get to these people that can't get got to, right? What do you go after? The money. We know David's doing dirty shit with money. We need to stop that. We need to stop his money laundering scheme. We need to inform the IRS. They know about, the IRS knows. And so do these people know, because David, how would I know that it's going before a fucking court this year for a review? You know it. I know it. 4 million? No, he was begging for 490. He was begging for 490, right? That's what he was. He's all, I need $490,000 because David's in the hole right now. 350 plus, apparently maybe another 190. So maybe he does need 490. I don't know. But he pulled that $4.9 million mortgage from Miami Beach-based Crosby Capital. That's a money laundering operation too. Crosby Capital has multiple names, man. Multiple LLCs spread out all over the Florida area. I think the cult already knows, Kid Frost, that none of it's come true, right? They're all sitting there watching this shit too, and they know. I know the cult members drop in from time to time. When has any of David's truths come to pass? Honestly, None of the stuff that David has done has come true. Cult members, guess what? He's gonna most likely lose the exemption on this property. And you know what, David? I'm gonna make some calls. I'm gonna find out exactly who the judge is on this, David, and I'm gonna write a letter. And once I find out, I encourage everybody else to write a letter too. You don't have to, but I'll give you a basic template. Not much. He spent more, Kid Frost, than he made, without a doubt. He spent more than he made. And that's usually the only reason David will come out is because he needs money.
Pingo.
Pingo.
Pingo. Pingo.
So yeah, that's what's going on with the Florida property. So David, with this new suit, I mean, $350K, I can't. I won that without the lawyers knowing. I wonder if they settled that without the lawyers knowing. That would have pissed the lawyers off something fucking vicious too if they settled this privately without discussing with the lawyers and just fucking settling over the phone. Be like, yeah, that's what we'll do. Man, David. Man, you have fucked up. Big time, David. You don't not pay your lawyers that represent you. No, he didn't. He didn't. Cult Watch, no, he did not buy the grass area. Nope, he sure didn't. He sure didn't. Nope. And actually on TxDOT, it's the setback is 72 feet. So actually their signs are actually on the easement for Department of Transportation. So if ever they want to build roads, they're going to have to tear that big ass sign out in front. Let me see if I can find it. Where was it? Uncle Jake had it yesterday. Give me a second. Yeah, but Hush Potato still owns the grass. It was TxDOT. Let's see here. Forgot what it was. It was TxDOT. Let me see. Easements. Yeah, let's see. Easement search. Let's see. Here you go. Let's take a peek here. Let me go back here. So what you can property asset map yet. Okay, here it is. All right, so this is TxDOT. All right, keep in mind this is all TxDOT. So what you do if you want to find the easements, the Texas Department of Transportation easements right here. Oh, Houston. Right here. All right, so here we go. So if we want to get technical, David, we could actually come in on the property up to 72 feet, I believe, okay? So honestly, when your guy came out strapped and trying to force me off the property, he was actually wrong, okay? Because I was actually way out here somewhere, and your guy got out of the car and fucking threatened me off the property. So I just want the cult members to know that this is the real property asset map with Texas Department of Transportation, and your setback is farther than what you guys have, than what you guys think, okay? So I just want you guys to know that. Where the sign is, look, I can actually walk past your guys' sign, according to TxDOT, okay? And you guys can't do shit, because this is Department of Transportation land right here. So here's the sign, Uncle Jake, look. There's the sign. And here, like, here's the line right here. Here's their sign right here. So when I was out there protesting, His address has to be in Texas to carry, right? Well, Kid Frost, we're doing some research on that right now. I'm all about gun laws, but the way they did it, no, sir. No, sir. I was out there protesting. That guy came out with a fucking gun. I don't give a fuck. I wasn't armed. I don't give a fuck. I wasn't armed. I was a protester, and they were mad because people, I mean, honestly, people could fucking pull up right here if they want. Honestly, David, you can't kick people off your property because this right here is all Department of Transportation property, David. And I want you to know that. I'm going to put you guys on notice, David, right now, that TxDOT, I can come farther onto your property, okay? And Mahesh, you too. Because here's TxDOT, okay? This is all public easement. All this, see this white line, David? That's what I can't step past. Oh, yeah, and look. Looks like there's the road that everybody's been talking about right there. There's a little secret road that they've been fucking bringing fucking prostitutes in at right there. Not dumb, David. Okay. So, yeah, it's like 74 feet, I think, from here to here. I don't know how many weapons they have, dude. I don't know. If there's one, there's more, dude. If there's one, there's more for sure. But I'll be back out there again. David, I'll be back out there. And I'm going to show this to the police prior to. Okay? I'm going to call the police to let them know I'm out there, first of all. Okay? I'm going to let them know that you guys are armed. I will be out there protesting. Looked up the right of way for TxDOT, and the setback is farther, okay? So honestly, you guys shouldn't be coming past this line right here, David. You see that? That's your guys' line, David. That's your guys' line right here, David. See that? So all this, David, I want you to know you can't do shit, David. You and your little bodyguards, guess what? You can't do shit. Okay?
Pingo.
P-I-N-G-O, when Pingo was his name. Oh. Oh, man.
Pingo.
Pingo. All right, so, yep. David, I'm letting you know. Letting you know, okay? Yep, that's true. Yep, Rick had a private investigation done. Yeah, Rick did his work. Rick did his work. Hey, to the cult members that are tuning in, guess what? Your public easement is set farther back than you think, okay? Your public easement is set back probably about 50 feet from the road, okay? This is for the hotel in Houston. Because last time when I was out there protesting, one of them came out with a gun and was like fucking pushing me off the property. But now that I checked the real property lines with Texas DOT, yep, their setback is 72.4 feet from the highway. I don't even want to watch the video because it gives me fucking anxiety, but dude got out with a gun. I was probably right around here somewhere, and he gets out with the gun and says, "Oh, you got to stand over here." Yeah, that's when David shit his pants, Ari, because David didn't think that Rick knew about the property. David thought they didn't know about the 15400 Tim page, but they found out about it. Yep. They found out about it through Rick's private deal or whatever he did. But they found out about it. Yep. They found out about it. David thought everybody did. Talking to Rick, we tell him, he's like, yeah, that's when David knew we had him. Like, we had done our work. Like, we knew what the fuck he was doing. Yep. He tried to talk around it. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, David, next time I'm in Houston, I'm actually going to go ahead and file a police report against your guy. Because according to this map, I was on public property and your guy came out with a fucking gun while I was protesting, okay? And that in Texas is called brandishing and intimidation. And you can't do that. Doesn't matter if you pull your gun or not. That's still brandishing and intimidation. My pros for you, man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Gator's out there. So yeah, David, I will be filing a report against you. I have the video, I have the address, I have the lot lines, and next time I'm down, I'm gonna file a report and then I'm gonna come out and fucking protest again. Okay? I swear to God. That's what's gonna happen next time, David. And here's your lines. These are your lot lines, David, and this is Texas Department of Transportation. So you can't, honestly, David, you can't argue with this. You can't say they're on our property lines because at the end of the day, no, we're not. 74 or 72 feet back, okay? 72 feet back. You see where this is, David, and all you cult members that are watching right now? Here, you know what? Let me go ahead and post the link in the chat. That way everybody knows where it's at. There you go. There you go. All you cult members, that way you can see where your actual safety line is, okay? Because this is DOT. So your property line is actually set back here. Oh, when I go to the police report? No, when I go for the police report, I already have a screenshot of it. Yeah, and I'm going to show them, be like, look, they came out and intimidated me on public property, man. I wasn't even on their property and they're coming out with guns. Like, what the fuck? So I will. I got all the video and stuff, Curly Girl. Yeah, I'll take it. And they fucked up. They probably didn't check their property lines thinking they could come out and then do that shit. But no, they can't. There's certain things you can fucking brandish a weapon for. That's not one of them. I'm sorry. Not in Texas. Trust me, I love guns, but you can't do that in Texas. Nope. So measure. If you want to go from here. All right, so if we want to go, let's say, from the roadway, right there, to there, whoop. Let's do feet. It's about 80 feet, okay? It's about 80 feet from, yeah, right about from the curb or so. Let's do this by feet, though. Now let's try that again. All right, so we'll measure. All right, let's measure from right, let's just say from the sidewalk, okay? We're going to measure in feet. We're going to go right. We'll go right. So about 74 feet. Why does it keep fucking going back and forth? All right, so 74 feet. That's what it's about. No, I'm not a fucking mindless believer. These guys don't even check the measurement on how far away it is from the cult property to the actual DOT regulation line. So I found it right here, and it's about 74 feet, Doc. From here, so this is all, according to TxDOT, this is all public easement right here. So I can travel within these boundaries and not have to worry about the cult members coming out and trying to kick me off the property because this is technically TxDOT property right here. So I'm putting the cult members on notice right now that this is, you guys need to check your property line because technically I can come this far into your property, about 70 feet off the public easement, okay? Because TxDOT owns the rest of it. Everything here, cult members, check this out. Once again, you guys probably don't do your fucking work and your homework, okay? But you see this line right here? Once again, this is our safety line. You guys don't come past this, okay? This is our protest line. We won't come past it either, but I'm telling you, we can't come on this. Businesses are so fucking back far off the road. No, that one's not. They kind of fucked up there. But yeah, look, David, why do you think all these businesses are set back from the road, huh? Exactly. They kicked me off government property. Yeah, exactly. They kicked me off government property. Exactly. Yep, precisely. Yep. It's because David thinks he fucking owns everything. Oh, I think Malachi is actually the protection for the cult, right? To protect what's going on there, the prostitution operation. Dude, if you got people showing up there like that, you're going to want some kind of bodyguard or something. And Malachi's it. Malachi's it. So cult members, take a good picture of this, okay? I want you to know that you can't kick me off government property. I'm going to file a police report against you guys because you did. All right? I have your name, Malachi. I have the phone image of you coming out to public property and kicking me off of public property with a gun on your hip. All right? That is brandishing and intimidation in Texas. All right? And you can't come out and say, well, we're just a global ministry, sir. No, fuck you, Malachi. Fuck you. You're nothing but power top security for David. For David's son, actually. You're there because of David. You're there to protect the goods, the assets, the prostitution operation. That's it, Malachi. But I know what you're about, dude. I know what you're about. So I'm just letting you know you can't kick me off public property again, okay? And you guys even have your sign on public property. Honestly, man. I don't know if they rezone this, but no. I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, all these properties are set really far back. Look. All these properties are set back a bit. So, yeah, David. And you know why they do this, David? Is so in case they need to widen the road. So when everything grows, David, they can expand the road. Nope, you can't pick up his high-profile guests in the Bentleys anymore, David. Who crashed the Bentley there, too? I'm wondering who crashed the Bentley. That's a good one. Hey, David, who crashed the Bentley? Was it your dumb shit son? Was it Mahesh? Did you let Mahesh drive the Bentley, David? Oh, man. Well, Jake, you know what? I know right here, you can almost see it. Right here, there's like a cut in the cement, right? Where the utility lines go and stuff. It's power top security of the world, Craig. Because Malachi's David's little power top. He's all power top security, David. But yeah, cult members, just be aware. Yeah, Josh probably did a big line of his dad's dingleberry dust. That's what I think. He's all, hey, Dad, can I do a line of your dingleberry dust? His dad's like, sure, son, come over here and get a freshie. Big old sloppy fucking powdery dingleberry dirt. Ugh. Hey, Chuck Wood. Yeah, don't even trip on that. I got that covered. Yeah. David, even the gas station setback. You do realize all this, right? Hey, Sweet Potato AZ1. Yeah, insurance paid out $30K for the Bentley. Yep, and is gone. It was there and gone in probably the time it was there. I wonder what the lines are according to the county appraisal district too. Like if they're different on TxDOT than they are on the county appraisal. I'm going to cross-reference them tomorrow, I think, and just double-check my work. But no, it would make sense, right, Uncle Jake, why they're set so far back. Road expansion. No, he got insurance. No, they totaled it for $30K, Chris. No, they totaled it for $30K. David's going to insure his babies, of course. He's going to insure the Bentleys, but, of course, nobody in this cult can drive. All the cars get fucked up, and you know that. David, who totaled your Bentley? Who totaled your Bentley? David's all, thought he was giving me some road brain, and I totaled it, okay? He's all, thought he was totally giving me some brain on the road, and I just couldn't help it, and I ran into a fucking pole, okay? While I was getting road pole, I hit a pole. Gooch grease, man. You're so dirty, David. That's nasty, man. Yeah, he has drivers, and it's probably his drivers that are trashing his cars. I'm gonna have to get up with TxDOT on this, man. I need to make some calls before I go do a protest down there again. Yeah. Yeah, they said the cult said they bought him a Phantom Rolls Royce for fucking his birthday one year. Oh, we even got you a Phantom Rolls Royce. Oh, we even bought him a house in Israel. Oh, we even bought him a jet 3-4 years in a row, and he gave every single one back. Oh, and we got him another one this year. Yeah, right, David. You know how many years in a row you've been telling us that you're getting all these lavish gifts and you never show? Just stay hidden in your fucking palace of fucking maxi pads? You're going to be stopped eventually, David. You're going to be stopped. And we're going to stop you, David. As long as there's air in my lungs, David, I will continue to make sure you're exposed, to make sure nobody joins your fucking sick sex cult down there in Houston, to make sure nobody gives you money. I'll still do everything in my power to make sure the IRS takes your money away from you. Michelle, too. All you little cult members out there that are watching, Jenny Janiak, dude, your sister's looking for you, your family. What the fuck, Jenny? Jenny, you were laughing when you were talking about your mom getting cancer like it was something fucking cool. I mean, like, you think that's cool, Jenny? You wish that on your own fucking mom, the mother, the woman that gave you fucking life? You're going to wish that on her because David fucking has brainwashed you into his sick fucking cult? You need to get the fuck out, Jenny. Jenny, what are you getting out of this? Ashley, all you guys, Nate, James, Angel Jones, all you cult members that are out there watching, and I know you guys do, David, what do you guys get? The honor of fucking smelling his shitty ass as you walk behind him? You get the honor of fucking changing the apostles' pads, cleaning up his shitty underwear? Yeah, Mariah? Jesus Christ, Mariah used to be beautiful. You're just fucking washed up now. Y'all need to get out, man. Honestly, nothing good is going to come out of this, you guys, I promise. We will keep protesting. I will, at least, until this is shut down. I keep hearing people say, how the fuck has this guy not been shut down yet? Good question, man. That's my question. How has he not been shut down yet? Especially when the activity is known to be taking place. That's what kind of floors me even more. Is the activity is known to take place and nothing is being done about it. Yeah, that's true too, Ted. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people have been informed about the videos. That's why David's in such desperate need for money. It's the right people don't care. That's the problem. Is the right people don't give a shit. And that's the problem. Maybe the right people do give a shit. Maybe they're just not. It's all political and they can't do shit. But I still have some sort of faith, man. But then again, inactivity, man. Inaction, again, hanging. They're going to wait till somebody fucking bleeds. Then they'll do something about it. Yeah, not enough people care, probably. Well, we care. I mean, there's 43 people in here, however many are in here right now. Some of them are cult members. I know that for sure because they like to drop in and out. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe. We're talking about Godfather Gooch Grease, David E. Taylor. And right now we're just kind of talking about his operation, his human trafficking gig that he set up down in Houston. Yeah, they'll find me, Cult Watch, Comedy Channel. Yep. There's so much stuff out there about him now. There's so much stuff out about him now. Mahesh uses the restroom in. Astronauts restroom in. Yeah. But yeah, with this case, you guys, he's going to get fucked on this case big time. Oh yeah, it's all robotic script now.
1993, I was dreaming that I was in big arena crusades and all nations were coming to my services and they were in sections. And I'm talking about there's like 30, 20,000 people there a night. And they were all different nations.
Right there, there's the pad shift right there. You see him fucking shift forward. He's like, fuck, let me get that pad out of my asshole.
And when he said that, I was like, I said, but God.
Man, smash that like. There's 46 people in here, man. Hit that like. Yeah, I think so too, Ted Cruz. He's lost complete control of the situation. And to watch him shitty shift around
all
like this.
Different nations.
Look right there. He's like, oh, let me go. Let's scoot that pad up a little bit.
And when he said that, I was like, I said, but God, I said, I've seen dreams of the nations. And I said, but what about the nations? And he turned around and stopped walking. And he turned around to me and looked at me plainly and said, yes, God is going to use you to shake the nations. He says, but your main call is to America.
Whenever David gets questioned, it's going to be like fucking Goodfellas, man. It's going to be like Goodfellas. Or what is it? Oh, Casino. No, where homeboy fucking, he's like, oh, those are my mother's books. It's like the end of Casino
so
for
I
David.
am a shaker to America.
Yeah, we know you shake.
I know that.
We know you shake the fucking shitty shifts out of your shitty underwear. Yeah, he is. He's pad shifting. That's what he's doing.
I'm a shaker to other nations as well.
He's shifting
but
around.
Right after that,
he also can't breathe, but he's also shifting around in his shitty maxi pad. So hello, cult members. Thanks for tuning in. We're talking about Godfather of Gooch Grease, David E. Taylor. Right now, we're sitting here watching him just rock back and forth in his shitty maxi pad. If you're not a cult member, hello, hit that like and subscribe if you're new. This is not a Christian channel. I cuss like a sailor. If you don't like it, you can go. But we're here to break apart religious cults that claim, especially these really scummy fucking con artists that claim to be, I'm a prophet and an apostle. Prove it, motherfucker. Prove it. Prove it, David. You say you've healed entire hospitals and just walked by in cities and people have fucking walked out of hospitals. Prove it. Prove it. Exactly. Story time with Apostle David E. Taylor. Exactly. Any occult members in here that might be watching? Honestly, do you guys ever question David or you just fucking believe everything he tells you? All the women down there in that hotel living there, you think that's a place to be? It's not church what you guys are doing. All the cult members, you guys know that. You guys know that. You guys know what you're doing is wrong. Oh, the stage said he lost the case, Cult Watch. He lost the case. Now he's about to get hit with another one for $350,000, man. No way. Pretty soon they're going to be like, Mom, your opinion's a lie. You need to ask Michelle, Irie. They're like, Mom, ask Michelle, okay? Because he's not here right now.
I started shaking regions when I was in Shaw, Mississippi. That region shook. It got their attention. All the prisons were emptied.
There's another big ass fucking lie. Oh, I emptied all the prisons. Which ones, David? Specifically, time and date.
In Shaw, Mississippi.
Shaw, Mississippi.
When we had that revival. Y'all have heard about this. That was a shaker. In Brooklyn, Illinois.
Illinois. David, the S is silent on Illinois. Illinois, okay? It's Illinois.
All of the juke joints owned by the mafia was brought down.
Was brought down.
And I would like to tell those stories, but I really...
How do you bleep that fast?
Don't feel led to get into that. I've shared those stories in different other places. When I was in Seattle, Washington in like 2007, 2006, that's when that building shook physically. So
probably because you fucking nasty ass walk by.
I know what it is to be a shaker and to have that power to shake regions, to shake cities, to shake nations, whole nations. And so with face to face, God has had me shake whole countries, whole nations. That Muslim village that all saw Jesus, it hit 6 million people after it hit 300,000 with our face-to-face book. Same thing in Africa, the Facebook Africa. So when God said he's going to use you to shake something, it means he's going to use you to make a difference. I was talking to Oral Roberts' son, Richard Roberts, and I said, I told Richard the dream. And he said, David, that means God is going to use you to make a difference. I said, thank you for that. He said, God is going to use you to make a real difference in America. So when God says shake, when we're getting out of the physical realm, we're getting into like a literal parabolical realm of how he will use you. It means he's going to use you. When you shake somebody, you wake them up. You get their attention. So it means to get the attention of the public, to make them get their attention. And then you got to have a message once you get their attention.
David, you don't have a message anymore. Your message is that of hate, deceit. Your organization is actually a hate group. That being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. It's going on 9 o'clock already. And I got shit to do tomorrow. No, let's go, let's go right till 9. Let's go right till 9. 15 more minutes. We'll go 15 more minutes, David. Yeah, shame on Oral Roberts for encouraging this pathetic wolf. Exactly. Shame on Oral Roberts. Hi, Chris. Hey, we'll go and wrap it up with some bloopers. Let's take a peek here. Let's see here.
Without calling the names of 2 major leaders on the scene today, all over television.
This is when David's chairman Malfade was just on point. Hey, you start your classes tomorrow, Ken? Fuck yeah, bro. Right on, dude. Knock him out, dude. Knock him dead, bro. Knock him dead, bro. Knock that shit out of the park, bro. Keep us updated, man. I love hearing about school, dude.
And everybody know them.
He's all, this is when I just picked up my skull cap and I put it on in the morning. I just set it on to 2 pieces of Velcro. Knock him dead, Ken. Knock it out of the park, bro.
When they saw me with him, they tried to get him not to have me.
Yes.
This is how evil pastors are. This is how, let me tell you what I'm fighting in America right now. The very Sanhedrin.
Yeah, Ken, if you need a helper, Lisa's always a good helper.
Or chief leaders that you look up to and that we all have looked up to at one time. These people are trying to stop me. That's right. I'm saying it because I want their sorry tale to hear me. Because I'm going to tell you something. I don't care how big your ministry is. If you fight me, you're coming down. I have the keys of the kingdom. I can lock up heaven against you. I can shut it and make it brass against you. In one day, pastor, leader, Jesus is the head of the church. You are not. And the head of the church gave me the keys.
This is before he went to the hospital, too.
Not just to his church, to his kingdom. That's bigger than the church. And if I'm lying, I can die right now. You can't say what I say because he didn't give it to you. But right after I was on this program, 2 major American leaders, some of the 2 biggest ministries in this country is over there, and they've been on his platform. They do not want me to go. And they've tried to hinder. And I'm telling you what I'm up against. These leaders in America are wicked. I'm telling you, if Jesus was on the earth today, they would reject him. I don't care what they say. They say, oh, we wouldn't do what the Jews would do. Yes, you would. You're doing me that way. You're doing somebody who sit directly from his face that way. You're doing his best friend that way. So what makes me think you ain't going to do him that way? You're lying to yourself. You know, the Pharisees said the same thing. They said, Jesus said to them, you say, oh, we wouldn't do what our fathers did, how they killed the prophets. But Jesus says, fulfill you up the measure of your fathers. You trying to kill me right now. And I was sent from God. He says, you are of your father, the devil. And I'm going to say this.
David, you were sent by the Burger King.
I don't care who you are. I don't care what your name is. You ain't bigger than me. You ain't bigger than God here.
Yeah, David, I don't think anybody's bigger than your fucking nasty ass.
Do you understand that? I can lock up heaven on you in one moment. I have the keys, and Christ will back me. I guarantee you that. And most of these
Yeah, to make your point there, Curly Girl, he spends a lot of time trying to convince everyone how close he is to Jesus.
big ministries that are trying to stop the new generals from coming, because I am the next general on the scene. All of you who trying to stop divine authority that God has set up, you're going down. Your ministry is going down. Everybody who fights the new leadership, just like Saul tried to fight David, Saul eventually died. And I want to say this to the leaders that are listening to me. If you don't repent, you will die out. Go ahead, Pastor Joseph. Tell them, because you were there, you saw it,
sir.
And they told you first. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And so, like he was
Mentioning their names. We don't have to mention their names. They know who I'm talking about, because I know they follow me. I want you to hear me. I don't care how big you are. I don't care who you think. And these are not just one culture leaders. These are black leaders, and these are Caucasian leaders. I don't care if you black or white. You can't stop this.
Y'all ever hear a walrus bitch this much about one thing or what? I've never heard a walrus.
If you try, you will be judged. And my words are not empty words. And they're not threats. I don't care who you are. You cannot do a front against the Son of God. When you touch me, you touch him. We are that close. I don't care what you say. I don't care what other people say about me. I have my report from God. You are messing with divine fire. And you're gonna
This was before his medical episode, Ken. This was before his medical episode. Look how fucking puffy his cheeks were. No, he was going downhill at this point.
Not just burned, you're gonna get singed and you're gonna get consumed. For our God is a consuming. Joseph, tell him what happened.
Yes, sir. And so, like he was saying, he said, the Father had visited him, and he don't care who said what. He was going to work with Apostle on the earth. And, Apostle, he knows that you have the harvest tool, the key to the harvest, because it's only 2% Christian in Pakistan. Out of 20 million people, only 2% Christian. So he was praying for an answer of what to do. And for a long time, he was praying to get connected with you, Apostle. And through divine relationships, Apostle got on the program. He made it happen. The pastor had him on his TV program, and it went all over the world. And right after that, he said he started to get phone calls from these leaders that Apostle just mentioned, telling them not to work with him, don't have him on.
Yeah, David, you say you're divine, but you wear maxi pads because you don't wipe your ass. Come on, man.
The TV program, don't do crusades with them, and he rebuked him.
Hit that like, man. There's 60 people in here. Show me some love, man. Show me some love, motherfucker. Show me some love. Because I know some of them are trolls, and they come in here and watch. And if some of you are the parents and you need help and you want to know where your kids are, let me know. I'll fucking tell you exactly where your kids are, because we know where most of them are. We know where most of your kids are. If you've been trying to get a hold of your family members, let us know. We'll help you. We'll help you. I'll put you in touch with them. I'll tell you exactly where they're at. Tell you exactly where they are.
He rebuked him and said, no. He said, the Father told me, I don't care who says what. He even told his wife that. I don't care what these people say. He said, God himself visited me and told me to do crusades with Apostle and have him on my TV program.
Let me say this. You see, if I was a darn shyster or charlatan, why would God be appearing to people? You understand? If I mention the names of just two of these people, your mouth will drop open.
Mention them, David. Why don't you ever mention them?
Because they have influence all around the world. And the only thing that stopped this made to him in a freaking dream and told him what to do. You see, I want to say this to you leaders. You need to be afraid. You don't just need to be afraid of God. You need to be afraid of me. Yeah, that's right. I said that. Oh, I want to mess with you because I know this. Oh, now they're just falling out of their chair. He said we should be afraid of him. I freaking said it. You should have been afraid to speak against my servant Moses. He didn't say you should have been afraid of me. He says you should have been afraid to speak against Moses. I'm the Moses of this generation, not you. I don't care how big you think your ministry is. You don't have the divine power and the authority I've been given. God ain't working with you like this. You may be a prophet. You may be an apostle. You may have a big TV ministry, but God ain't with you like this. You must submit to me, not me, you.
And that is who David E. Taylor thinks he is. He thinks everybody must submit to him, man. David, let me tell you something. I'm going to start wrapping it up here. Cult members, Christians, anybody out there watching the channel, I know you may not like the content, and I understand. I get it. I cuss, and hey, you know what? That's okay. All right? Because at the end of the day, God will judge me for every word that comes out of my mouth, okay? If there is a God, all right? All right? I'm just not saying there's not a God. I'm just saying if there is a God and he is who he is, he will deal with me when he punches my fucking ticket, okay? With that being said, fucking slobby ass land walrus that thinks we all have to fucking submit to him because he has the best relationship. You think you're fucking better than everybody else. You think people are seeing God at your cult. When honestly, David, it's the fucking child of light. It's Satan, David. It's motherfucking Satan, dude. And you're sitting back, oh, everybody sees God here. No. Put my channel on it that people don't see God there, David. Your people, David, when I call to have just a conversation with them, just to try to talk to them, I know they fucking hate me because you fucking have told them that I'm the fucking white Caucasian homosexual that's probably been fighting you. Had you just gave back the 10%, David, we wouldn't be here talking about you right now. You probably thought we would go away. Everybody asked the same question on the deposition that I saw people asking. Why is he not in jail? How has he not been busted? Well, David, your downfall is coming. It's time. Your run is done. Social media is the downfall of these prosperity pimps. And you hate it, David. You fucking hate it. You hate the fact that social media, your fucking playground, is going to be your fucking downfall. And you cannot stand that, David. You cannot stand that. Social media is now the weapon of truth, right? Because you, David, have used it to manipulate and just deceive people. Guess what? Now we're... Okay, David?
Pingo.
Pingo. That's what I call my enemies. Pingo. Like, and for Foddy, your little fucking power top security guard, to come on here and try to like hit me with some LGBTQ terms, David. I promise you, David, your guys coming on here calling me gay and fag, guess what? It ain't gonna work. It will not offend me, dude. You probably couldn't even offend a gay person if you said that to him, David. Honestly. I don't want to, I don't know, but I'm just saying, David, like, you don't say that to people, okay? You could say it to me, but you might say it to the wrong person one day. Yeah, it's posted. I posted the screenshot. Yeah. I posted the screenshot. Yep. That wasn't Foddy. His name's Malachi. No, his name's Malachi. Raymond Malachi is that guy's name, Chris. Foddy's up in Taylor with David. Foddy is David's bodyguard. Malachi is down there guarding the hotel. No, his name's Raymond Malachi. That's his name. Yeah, I'm off, dude. And even now that I know I was on public property, dude, that I was actually on text.property, like, dude, it's game on. Like, you can't come out and do that, Chris. Not in Texas, not anywhere. That's what he did. We'll find out. I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I'm not a fucking lawyer, but we'll find out when I go and file the police report, when we come up with the lot lines and I show the cops what happened. I'll let them deal with it. Do the report, David. David, this is just another little fair kind of fucking warning, all right? A fair notice. When I go and file this police report against Malachi, I'm going to show up right in front of your fucking hotel and sit right there with the trooper and do it. Okay? I want you to fucking see me do it, and I hope you fucking see me do it. And I fucking hope you come out. But I don't think you will. But I want you to fucking see me, David, and I swear to God, that's what I'm going to do. I'll show up right in front of your fucking hotel. I'll wait there for the motherfucking police to show up while I'm protesting, and then I'll file my police report. Okay? I have a date. I have a timestamp. I have the location. I have proof that I was there doing a peaceful protest and that your guys came out with a gun on public property. I'll let the law take it from there, okay? And you know what? Let me tell you something. Now that it's on camera, and if you try to lie about the guns being there, it's going to be a fucking big problem, okay? So all you cult members down there in Houston, let me tell you something. I will file a police report against Malachi. I now have proof that you guys actually confronted me on government property that you don't own. Yeah, it's a felony. As far as, yeah, it's brandishing. It doesn't matter in Texas, right? Like, I'm about gun, dude, I'm a fucking veteran. I fucking love guns. I was a fucking machine gunner in the military. I was a 50 cal gunner, you guys. I love guns, trust me. I love guns, but what that guy did was fucking dead wrong. Like I said, I'll get there, I'll file the police report, and I'll let the cops deal with that. I'll let the cops deal with that. I'll let them make the decision on whether or not to pursue charges, because I did find out that I can go back after the case and file a report, okay? I did call Harris County, David. I did talk to somebody, and they said I can go back down and file a report, okay? I have the proof now. I have the location. I have lot lines, David. Okay? You guys can't do what you did, Malachi. Raymond Malachi. Can't do that, okay? Trust me, I love guns. Trust me, Raymond, I love guns, but you can't do what you did, buddy. Sorry. Can't do that. I'm a veteran. I love guns. Trust me. But what you did was pure intimidation to get me off your fucking property, to get me out in front of your fucking sex cult prostitution operation, because people were stopping and asking fucking questions. And you guys don't like that. You guys were scared. You guys were fucking scared of the truth. You guys were scared that people were going to start asking questions. You guys were scared that people are going to start ousting you. And you know what? Now the citizens of Houston know what's going on there. And you know what works better than any fucking news outlet or anything? Is the community talking to each other. So with that being said, all you cult members, just real quick, Malachi, I want to show you something, okay? Malachi, you were wrong, okay? This is the real property asset map, and this is according to the Texas Department of Transportation. All right, and you can't argue with this. When I show the cops where you push me off the property and I show them this line, that's going to be a problem. Okay? I'm going to follow up with you, David. Trust me. Malachi, trust me, this isn't going to be good for you guys. It won't. I was there protesting. You guys get out with a gun. What are you guys so scared of? Why were you guys scared that I was out there with the sex cult sign? Because it's a fucking sex cult? And you guys are human trafficking and running tricks out of there? It's all good, though. So cult members, just, again, let you know, I wasn't on your property at any time. Not at one time was I on your property. It's okay. No, it's okay. I have it on video, Ken. I got the video. It's on YouTube. No. It's on YouTube, and I got the original video that I'm going to give when I go file the police report. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Let's see here. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and end it up here with Lance. Man, y'all have a good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you all on the next live. David?
All these tumors.
Go fuck yourself.
Quickly. Where is it? What is her name?
Fucking slimy land walrus piece of shit.
Yes, sir. Kelly Dwarka on Zoom.
Bring her up right now. There are people saying they can't hear well. We need to get this sound right quickly. That's such miracles. Now listen. This is not the time to jump off Zoom. There are miracles still happening. Let's hear that testimony quickly. There are so many cancers and tumors that were healed tonight. God said tonight was a tumor, cancer night. He was healing so many thousands with cancer. Cancer is leaving tonight. In Jesus' name. Get the volume up, guys. Come on. What happened? Where's the Kelly? Next, come on, move forward.
Yes, sir. Lance on Zoom said he had a tumor, Apostle, that he said fell off. He just reported that on Zoom, sir.
I told you, I just saw a tumor fall.
Sir, he said, Lance on Zoom said I had a malignant tumor that just fell off my neck, sir. Praise God, on Zoom.
I told you, hallelujah, that's power. I saw it tonight. Jesus showed me that. Where is it? Tell me. Come on, put him on. Put him on. Bring him up on the screen. Oh, your presence is so amazing. Such power flowing here. Where is Lance? Pull him up on the screen, guys. Pull Lance up on the screen. Lance, pull him up on the screen, guys. Pull Lance up on the screen. All right,